This week, former President Donald Trump brought the spotlight and the campaign trail to a small Ohio town reeling from a toxic train derailment. Sky News Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen filed this report.
It's a political firestorm still burning 3 weeks after a Norfolk Southern train derailed at the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. 11 of 38 tanks were carrying toxic chemicals. 5 contained 438,000 litres of vinyl chloride, a highly toxic chemical that spilled out into the surrounding area. Residents were forced to evacuate, but since their return, confusion has plagued the town, with people still unsure they're even safe to drink the water.
I got a massive headache. It lasted me for about maybe 2-3 days, and I went to the hospital. I went to a hotel, and my headache still hasn't cleared out.
I'm terribly sorry that this has happened to this community. What I can do and what I will do is make it right.
At a government level, accusations have flung back and forth.
There's been a lot of bad faith attacks on Secretary Buttigieg, and the reason why we believe it's bad faith is, if you remember Elaine Chao, she was, she was the head of Department of Transportation, and when there was these types of chemical spills, nobody was calling for her to be fired.
The White House pointing to relaxed rail restrictions allowed during the Trump administration. But President Joe Biden has been a no-show in the same week he travelled to Kiev, along with Poland, to mark the 1-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
We have a president, Biden. He goes to Ukraine. He's a coward. He can't come here.
Donald Trump seized the spotlight a full 20 days after the original derailment, handing out branded Trump water bottles and stopping at McDonald's to buy first responders lunch.
Hello, everybody.
The day after Donald Trump's visit, the Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg was finally on the ground.
I was taking pains to respect the role that I have and the role that I don't have, but that should not have stopped me from weighing in about how I felt about what was happening to this community.
For the residents of East Palestine, they just want to know when they can be confident to drink their water again, and there's still some obvious reasons to be concerned. Who do you trust right now?
I really don't know if I could trust anyone right now. I mean, right now everyone's going at each other, from the Republican to Democrat to everywhere else. And honestly, right now, I don't know where we stand.
The Ohio Department of Natural Resources says more than 43,000 fish have died in waterways near the site since February 3. The human and political impact of this disaster remains unclear. Annalise Nielsen, Sky News, East Palestine, Ohio.